thing that's kind of questionable. You know, you have to go through it all, and we don't really have time to do that. So I'd rather just sort things out so that when we do bring it, it's there, done. You know, because when it looks like you're trying to cheat them, that's when they start giving you a hard time about everything, right? So my goal is not to have a hard time ever when I'm down there. So, whew, doesn't smell good though. Like that there, if they see that in there, they'll say, "Oh, let's go through it all. Make sure there's no steel in there. You guys, are you trying to cheat us?" Because there is people that do that, like they'll get something like this and fill it up full of water or something like that just to get extra weight, eh? And they will catch you. They will catch you. I mean, it's their business to do this, right? So bit of sorting. All that steel in there. I can't carry too much with the truck, but if I can get a couple of, you know, if I can get 500 pounds in the truck today, I'd be happy. It'll be close. But it's mainly to clean up back here. That, pay attention. Hope that's the one I threw in here. I think so. Oh, this can go on. Yeah, about 50-60 bucks a year in cans. You wouldn't think you collect that much, but you do. You absolutely do. Okay. I'll put this here. This, I'll put there. These cans. Put these aside. One thing I hate about old freezers and fridges and stuff like that is they're never generous with the nostrils. they never are. That was a nice little trip. It's about the only trip I can afford. Get this all filled up. And is that a bird or no, could be. No, that's a bird. It almost sounded like a wolf pup or something. It'd be nice to see all this go anyway. Yeah, not a lot of weight, but I can get all this steel out of here. I was going to wait and take it to town with Paul, but like I don't like to hang on to anything. Like I'd rather make like $5 and drop the steel off right away. Only make $5 on my way home from another job than to hang on to it. You know what I mean? Like it's just deal with it once. Just when I got this stuff, it was during the winter, so I wasn't able to take everything. I want to leave enough room so if I can grab that big that washer is like 200 pounds or whatever. All these coat hangers. Nope. Better grab my pliers. I got some extra wire there. Wire was at $1.15 a pound. Yep. Okay. Anybody need a French fry maker? It was a good one too. It was. A scale. A broken scale. Broken scale. Need a little more in there. We'll call that full. It's not full. It's not really well packed, but it's not like I'm going super far. So yeah. Go like that. Oh, nice big pipe there. I didn't even know I had that. All these heaters. They all came from the same place, and I'm sure there's probably 50 more of these where they are. So anytime I get a wire, what I do is I go like this, I cut this part off, and I just put it in my thrash bucket, Could call it trash, but I like thrash. It's a thrash. Put my wire in there, because the wire's the good stuff. Right, so cut that off. Always cut the plug off. And the plugs, what I do is I just kind of mix them in with my metal mix, so that whenever, wasting a bit of wire here, but like stuff like that, I eventually dump it in the scrap yard, because I don't keep any scrap, whether it's a little bit of plastic or whatever. But what you try to do is make it so that you're not aluminum, so that you're not I gotta keep this little bucket, but I'll put him in there now. You're not what you call it, keeping any of the scrap, because that stuff will build up really quick. So, which reminds me, I gotta go and get that one there has radiators in it, aluminum rads in it, but I just don't feel like dealing with it right now. And like if it was an air conditioner, I would, but for the little guy that's in there, yes, they do add up, whatever. But see, like all this plastic stuff, what I do is I just keep it all together. Now mind you, if I take this apart, I get a lot of wire and some aluminum rad out of it, so which could be a couple of bucks a pound. So it is worth it to do it. But for the spring cleanup, it's not like I'm not going to get about 50 to 100 of these a season, right? So like I wait till I got a good whack of them, and then I do a day of getting them all cleaned up. But like stuff like this, throw it in. Like it's factored into the price anyway. Some #1 steel here, but the downside to my local yard, the upside is like it's right there, it's like 2 minutes away. The downside is they only take shred steel, because they're not set up to divide the the good aluminum, copper, all that. They're just not set up for it. And if they would, they'd make such a. But a lot of guys, what they do, okay, and it's kind of it is what it is. Is if people throw out aluminum, they'll pay some of their guys to go pick out the aluminum, the copper, and whatever, and then they'll take it somewhere else. But if you bring it, they'll just give you a regular shred, because like we don't divide it. It's regular shred, shred metal, and that's it, right? So this stuff here I'll put low. 10 cents right there. I'll have to take that on my next run to the look at this. I'll do this without getting all the water on me. Look at that. Let that just kind of drip down. All these fans. There's a lot of plastic in that, but you can usually get away with it. If it's too plasticky, I won't take something if it's just way too plasticky, because what ends up happening is like, again, they factor in the price that they're going to get a lot of plastic, right? But they don't like it, so they don't like it, so it's not like you can just throw these plastic things in the regular garbage, because they have to be taken to the eco center, and which is fine. I don't mind that, but you have to pay for the eco center, which I do mind. I do mind that. This is not going to be the best packed truck today for sure, but a scrap metal run is a scrap metal run, no matter how you look at it. So I'm going to put this over there, and I got to go through all that stuff after. I'll just throw that in there for now. And all my buckets are supposed to have holes in it. They're supposed to be self-draining. As we see, this is not the case. This is not the case. So I'll do that. That one I want to drain out, because I know there's some metal in there. If I could do, a scrap metal run a week between now and the fall, bigger than this, of course, but I'd be happy with that. Hopefully get some really good scrap metal runs this year. See, like all this stuff here, like you get less if you don't clean it up. Even the tag's got to come off. Oops, watch it. Watch out, snag yourself. Tag's got to come off, so take the tag off. Not a tag, it's a tag. You got to take the tag off. Put it in the thrash bucket. This over here for now. So I'm going to get this all nice and cleaned up. I got to wait till the prices go up on the truck before I... so this can go in.